now. It said like 40 something to begin with. And yes, we won a giveaway on Instagram. I'll let Cameron explain that later because he's good at explaining and whatever. But why you made that face?
Because you could just tell the story.
You want me to just tell the story?
You're the one who got it.
So basically, it was on Instagram. It's Atlanta Bucket List, I think. ATL Bucket List is the Instagram. And we commented underneath her photo. Or no, it was a reel. Or no, it was a photo. I don't remember. But yeah, we commented under her post. And basically, you just have to like and then follow her page and the Atlanta Food and Wine Festival's page, which I was already following her page, and then tag somebody and whatnot. So me and Cameron did that, and I tagged Cameron, and then Cameron tagged me after that, and then said a little comment, a little like, oh, foodies, because I feel like we're pretty much good foodies, I think. I think I have a whole list in my phone of restaurants that we need to go to, literally. And I feel like we've been giving y'all some good food tips on this channel, just saying. But with that being said, it was like, oh, wait a couple days and then we'll announce the winner. And so we were really busy. I don't know what we were doing. We were doing something else. We were cooking. Crazy. Anyway, we were cooking. We made enchilada lasagna. I can insert a picture here. Ding. And yeah. And then I was like, oh, look at my phone, blah, blah, blah. Because like we weren't looking at our phones for a while because we were cooking. And so I went back and I was like, oh, dang, I won. Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, you won? Because like last year, we won a giveaway right before our anniversary. And so this is the same thing. It's about to be our anniversary. And in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And so we won a giveaway, and he was like, oh, maybe this is going to be a tradition. We're just going to win giveaways all the time, like before our anniversary or something. So anyway, we're just going to we always religiously like enter giveaways or whatever. So anyway, yeah, you can see my makeup. I did a little makeup today. You know I don't be doing it all the time, but today I was feeling spicy. So yeah, we're on the way. I'm not going to record the whole drive because, you know, we driving and it's gonna be there for a while, and we in Atlanta, so y'all know what that means. And yeah, so I've always wanted to go. I've heard about it when I was like younger. Maybe my mom talked about it or something. Atlanta Food and Wine Festival. If anybody's gone, please let me know. But yeah, we won 3 tickets. We won tickets to Sliced, which is today, to 2 tickets to Clucked, which is tomorrow, and then 2 tickets to the VIP tasting tents on Sunday. So it's I think a 5-day event total. And we're going to 3 days out of the 5. And tickets are typically like, I was looking like, it was like 95 was the cheapest one I saw, and like the most expensive was like 100 something, like 120 maybe, something like that for a ticket. But yeah, we got it for the free. So thanks Atlanta Food and Wine Festival and Atlanta Bucket List for giving us the prize. Very appreciative, really excited, been wanting to go. So stay on the road. He looking, oh yeah, this big truck in front of us, everybody trying to speed around. But anyway, so yeah, I'm really excited. I always wanted to go, and like I've heard about it since living here. So let us know if you've been there before. By the time obviously this goes up, I have already experienced it, but I'm interested to know if anybody else is gone or not. And plus, I feel like we do a good job at telling you guys about different things that are going on in Atlanta, or like fun little things. So yeah, we should do more of that on our channel. But yes, so really excited. We'll update you a little bit more tonight. Sliced is supposed to be a pizza. They have like sliced meats, like steaks and stuff. I think Cameron's mentioned that. And then like pies and stuff like that. So like sliced foods, and I guess some alcoholic beverages. So I'll do some clips once we get there. I might have to do montage version because there's probably going to be music playing, but I'll update you when we're on the way tomorrow if I can't talk, you know, on the camera when we get there today. So yeah, see you soon.
Day 2 was fun. Lots of chicken.
We didn't give a synopsis
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Well, then you go.
Yesterday was good. I think my favorite from yesterday was the jerk chicken meatball. That was yummy.
That was good. What was my favorite? They had this duck pot pie. That was good.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was good. Our overall like opinion after our first day experience was like
Decent.
Mm-hmm. Because the parking is like very
Non-existent. There's no parking.
Yeah.
We had to park on the street. Well, everybody had to park on the street.
Yeah, like there's my car in front of us. We're sitting in Cameron's car right now, but like we're on the road, and you can see it's like random. I don't even know what those cars are, and there's like construction going on.
Construction in this area.
Yeah, it's like in a weird cut area. Spot. Yeah, prices are from like 95 up to like 120 for these. I think these ones were like 95. Mm-hmm. The ones that we went to today and yesterday, and we were. Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say they probably had a bad venue this year. I don't know if they changed places, but this was not the spot.
Yeah, because I was like, maybe it's just that this year they had a bad venue, and it's not always like that. But yeah, this venue was just like okay. It was very muddy the first day, the grass. But they started putting like not tarps, but
little mats or something to walk on.
Yeah. So that was okay, and the food was good, and like the people were really nice and stuff. So we enjoyed that. Today's synopsis, my favorite was the chicken corn dog. I was like, fancy.
Yeah,
that was a good idea. And then also my second favorite was the I was gonna say non-chicken wing, but it's not non. It was like Indian flavoring on a wing. It popped off. And then your favorite?
Today it was like a chicken and rice croquette, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was good. Otherwise, the wing that had the like chili habanero flavor, Indian style.
Yeah.
Very.
Excuse me. Interesting,
unique flavor.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was good. So yeah, anyway, that's our synopsis for tonight. Can't read talk. I can't.
That's all, folks, for today. We'll update you on day 3.
Yeah, we had a good day. Okay. So me and Cameron were just chatting, and then I was like, oh, we could be recording like our opinions of the VIP. So we got, here's our wristbands. VIP tickets from, again, we won from Atlanta Bucket List on Instagram, and we got free tickets. So we got VIP. VIP started at 1. We came at like 1:30, a little bit like 1:20.
Yeah.
Like 1:20. And we got there, and yeah, it wasn't quite 1:30 yet. And like, so they didn't let the regular people who got tickets in until 2 p.m. And we were able to try like stuff beforehand, but there wasn't necessarily like anything special going on for the VIPs. Like, we were anticipating maybe like, oh, like, I don't know, because like they had like a public showing, for example. That would have been a cool thing to do for like the VIP. Maybe like they had like a showing where they were like cooking something, and they were like showing it how to make a certain dish or whatever. So that would have been cool. We also got to try different things before like other people did, which I guess is kind of okay because certain things ran out. And so I guess if you didn't come on time or something, but honestly, we had like
it didn't
hella
run out
time
until like the end.
It didn't run out till like an hour before it was over.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess technically, like, if I was gonna buy tickets, because we got in for free, I probably wouldn't do VIP because you didn't really get anything different for getting the VIP. You just get to come in early.
Yeah, definitely. If
I did get VIP again, I would probably just come like mad early, like 12:30 if it opens at 1 instead of at 1, because like we went somewhere else because they were handing out full bags of like goodies and stuff, and they were like, oh yeah, we ran out like right at 1 o'clock, and I was like, what? It started at 1.
12:45.
She said 12:45. I feel like that was an exaggeration, but she said if we ran out at 12:45, and I was like, girl, like literally
had, like, 6 bags, and that was it.
Yeah, but it seemed like a lot of people were walking around with bags. And so we went over there like, oh, we have the VIP thing, and they were like, oh yeah, we don't have any more bags. We were like, oh, okay. At this point, it was still like barely 2 o'clock, like 2:30 maybe. And it was just like, okay. But we did get some other stuff, so like it's still cool. Like we got free tubs, like the full giant tubs of ice cream. We have like 2 of those. We have like a pint of ice cream, and we have like some sparkling wine cans. Some people had like those LaCroix sparkling waters. I don't like that. I don't like seltzer water and stuff like that, but like they had like full packs of those people were like leaving with, because like towards the end they were like trying to give everybody everything.
Yeah.
So that's why, but it wasn't necessarily like, oh, VIPs get this stuff.
Yeah.
Which they could have done.
First come, first serve.
Yeah, it was like first come, first serve. Because they could have done that, and like all the people who had leftover stuff at the end, they could have like put it in an area and been like, okay, VIP's on the way out, you can grab stuff from here or something. They could have, but like it was just like anybody could get it. So I feel like it's not necessarily worth getting the VIP ticket, I don't think, unless you like, it was a little bit less people in the beginning for the 1 o'clock people, but it wasn't a ton less people. It was still kind of crowded, so I don't feel like it was like worth it, like if I was gonna pay in the future to come back. But regardless, I feel like we had a really good time, a really good 3 days of Atlanta Food and Wine Festival. I like the vibe of the longer day better. Like, it was like an hour longer than the other events, because the other events lasted like 3 hours, and this one was like 4 or 5 hours, because it ended at 5 o'clock. So, and I feel like I enjoyed this event because it was bigger, so there was more stuff, like more options. If you're like one of those type of people where you feel like you're missing out if you don't try every single thing, then it's like too much, like overwhelming. Because I know when we went to like the clucked and the sliced events, I was full when I left, whereas like today I wasn't full, but like we took breaks because it was so hot. Like we stopped to like sit down a lot, and like we were sweating. I was like getting lightheaded. We had to like keep drinking water. Like Deer Park was like one of the sponsored waters of the day, so I had to keep drinking water because I was like, I need to sit for a second. And like we were like drinking and everything. So pros and cons of both events. I like that the other events were at night because it was like cooler, more chill, whereas like these events, it was like everybody was like crazy, and everybody was all over the place, and like it was just a lot. But I would go back maybe. I think when I was looking online, the tickets were like around 100 something, like 90 to 100, and then a little bit more for VIP, like maybe 120, 130, something like that. So yeah, if I were to go back, I definitely probably wouldn't get the VIP tickets. I would just get regular tickets. I would definitely bring like a hat or something to like shade my face from the sun, like a sun hat or something like that.
Or sunglasses or something.
Yeah, sunglasses, sun hat, to shade my face from the sun.
Someone had an umbrella.
Yeah, somebody had an umbrella. Yeah, that was a good idea. I might have to be that person too. Bring like an umbrella or like a sun hat, a visor, or like something like that, sunglasses, and definitely hydrate a lot more in the beginning, like maybe like before we even got there. Drink water. But yeah, food was good. And also a strategy that I probably would have done if I would have known already, I probably would have gone to all of the food places first and then came around to the drink places, because all the drink places had hella leftovers at the end, and like most of them did not run out. Like you could still get it at the end, you know, like, because like we got like hella drinks at the beginning, because when you first walk in there's a bunch of drink booths. There wasn't a lot of food booths at the front, so we just were getting what was there. Like we're just going in order, kind of.
Yeah, we could have started at the back and came to the front.
Yeah, we probably could have started at the back. There was more food at the back, and then came to the front, and then we would have got to try like more food. But we tried like hella drinks and like popsicle drinks and like smoothie things and stuff like that. But it wasn't, there was more of those types of things in the front. Then so like by the time we got to the food, some of it was gone. Like there was a lobster mac and cheese that everybody was saying was really good, that we wanted to try, but by the time we got there it was gone. They were not serving it anymore. And there's this restaurant called Five Church that I've heard of that is good, that other people have said, and they were there and they were serving sliders, but theirs was gone by the time we weren't there. So yeah, stuff like that. I feel like I would have probably hit more food tables first and then came back to the drinks, because there was plenty of drink stuff left at the end, like that people were like trying to get rid of. So yeah, but overall I had a good experience, all 3 events. Maybe if they had like a joint ticket where you could get like all 3 for like $150 or $200, I would pay it.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, like $200, $250 for all 3 events or something like that. I don't know. Maybe they do have that. I don't really know. I didn't really like look into it if they had like combined tickets. But yeah, so that's my synopsis. I feel like it was fun. There was a lot of good food, a lot of like people passing out their like cards and stuff, so that we can see like, oh, where was this from, and probably like some clips that I took. If we didn't get a card from them, I can look back and be like, oh, that was the place that had blah blah blah, and then we can find out who it was and go to their restaurant in the future. Because like me and Cameron, we have like a list of restaurants to try in Atlanta, so that we still have to like cross things off of. So yeah, definitely some good food. I enjoyed myself. Overall, fun event. What is your take on today?
It was fun. It was hot.
Yeah.
Definitely wear something comfortable.
Yeah.
But yeah, vibes were nice.
What was your favorite of all of them? Of all the nights that we did?
Oh, maybe the chicken one.
Okay.
They did the voting, so that was kind of fun aspect, even though we forgot to vote at the end.
Yeah.
But we were thinking about it the whole time. We were like, oh yeah, this one is ahead of that one. This one's ahead of that one.
Yeah.
And then they were like, and this is the winner. And we were like, oh. Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Out of everything you've tried, what was your favorite thing?
I'm not good at picking favorites.
Well, I would definitely say that the corn dog with chicken, it was like chicken. Did we get footage of it? I don't know, but if we did, you've already seen it earlier in the vlog. But it was like chicken inside of like corn dog wrapping, like a corn dog, but chicken inside instead of hot dog. It was good. It was such an innovative idea, and they put like dill pickle on top and caviar. It smacked, and I was sad that I didn't get a second one. So yeah, I wanted to go back to their table to get a second one, but I didn't. By the time we tried to go back, they were packing up, and I was just like, well, I don't know what the name of their restaurant was. I'll have to look back if we did record it.
Yeah, we took pictures so we could figure it out.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so good.
We'll put a little.
I will go back just to order that. It was so great. Yeah.
And I like the wing that we had, tandoori.
Oh yeah, tandoori. Their wing was really good. The one we had at the other place. We tried it today, but like they were like rushing to get rid of it, so they didn't really like garnish it the same. And I don't think it was the same flavor, but it was okay. But the other one,
like, just, you know, they rolled it in a little bit of sauce and then threw it on a plate.
yeah, the other one was like really good though. The first one that we tried.
Because they were trying to win the vote.
Yeah, they should have done that for this one. But I guess it's all different categories.
So they were just like, you know.
No, I meant like, I'm saying like they should have done a vote thing for this one.
Oh.
But like they're all different categories, so they can't really compare.
Yeah, it was like they
maybe like
did
best
for the
cocktail or something. Yeah.
Or this one too. They could have did best cocktail or something.
Yeah. Definitely overall good experience. The Stella Rosa blackberry or blueberry or blackberry? Blueberry? Blueberry was on point. Stella Rosa always hits though. We tried their brandy. For brandy, it was pretty good, but I don't really like brandy. But
I feel like that was the first time I had brandy.
I've had it like one other time and I didn't like it. So maybe I don't know. But the flavors were good, but I still don't really like the alcohol base of brandy. Like, cause that's like a new thing that they just came out with like last week or something. So it was okay. Oh, we saw Serena Pacificio. I recorded theirs. They had octopus. It was okay. It was just okay, but like we went there for our anniversary. By the time you see this video, you would have already seen our 1 year anniversary video. And I don't know if we have we have photos at least of our food from Serena Pacificio, but that was immaculate food. So I had really high expectations for the food when I was tasting it here, and it was just like, oh, it was okay. But it's okay, you know, they just had to do it for a little stand out in the hot. So maybe if I would try it at the restaurant, it would have been, you know, more on point. Because the food we had the last time tasted like they should have charged me 3 times the price I paid. To be honest, it was like a $38 ravioli probably. I don't even know.
Yeah, I would have paid more.
I would have paid $80 for that ravioli. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. Oh my goodness. It was like mine had like fresh crab meat in it, and I think Cameron's had lobster, but it tasted like we were like in somewhere like Florida or somewhere like where they can get fresh. Why you say that based of Florida? I mean somewhere where they could get fresh seafood, like they just caught it outside and they put it on the truck and like drove it straight to their restaurant. It was so fresh. It was so good. But yeah. Anyway, overall, good experience. Scale of 1 to 10, I would give it. This event was better. The parking, they should probably do a better job at. But I mean, Atlanta.
Oh yeah, there's no parking at any of the events. So
yeah, all 3 of the events, there's no parking.
I would get there early so you can at least get a spot, but otherwise, you just got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
That's what we had to do. We had to pay.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't expensive. It was just aggravating.
Yeah, it wasn't expensive at all, but it was kind of like, why don't you have parking for your event? Especially like if we would have paid $100 something for our ticket, you could at least give me free parking. Like, but yeah, I guess like it's in Atlanta, not
this
really good
location
parking.
did make more sense being at the park.
Yeah.
Because they were like, well, if you parked at Ponce, they have like 2 garages.
Yeah.
To park in. You just have to walk across the street.
Mm-hmm.
And then where we parked was like an overflow parking by like a restaurant. But it was like $10. Well, it was $8 for 4 hours. If you get 5 hours, it's probably like 10. And if you just pay for the full day, like if you're gonna do other stuff, it was 15.
Yeah. But the other places, they were just like street parking.
Yeah.
And if there was no street parking at the park, like I don't even know where.
Yeah. Like
down the block and walk over. And then the event ended at night, so it's like you don't want to walk back to your car like down the block at night. Yeah. So give and take, but overall still good. Cheers to a good evening. We're going back to the Casa, gonna watch some movies and call it a night. But yes, all in all, I would say I recommend the event. I would recommend it for the tasting tents. That was the one we just did today. Those are probably the most worth it, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, like the park was a good location. The first location was like weird because it felt small, but it made sense since like it was on a weekday and most people are probably like not trying to go out on a work day.
Yeah.
and then this was the weekend, so it was more people. But it kind of like filled the space a good amount.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think like the other two events, like yeah, it definitely filled out. Like even though it was smaller, it definitely filled out, and it was still fun. So I don't know, like maybe if you wanted to do like one of the weekday events just to like do a taster one year, and like just do like okay, I'm gonna just try one of those. It still gives you a good experience,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, you definitely don't have to pay for all the days.
Yeah, you definitely have to don't have to do all of them. Like it was a lot.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it though,
Mm-hmm.
but you will get full if you
And it's the same experience all 3 times.
Mhm.
It's just like you're trying new foods. Some of them are the same because some of the places come back,
Mhm.
and some of them cook the same food too.
Yeah. And
But-
some of the alcohol places, like the cocktails, they serve the
Oh,
same
yeah.
cocktails, they serve the same
Yeah.
food. Not all of them, but some of them.
I feel like all the alcohol places serve the same thing all 3 times.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, the alcohol. Yeah,
And
the
then-
last one there was an extra.
Yeah, some of the food places, if they came back, switched it up, but a lot of them kind of stayed the same. But there weren't a lot of them that came for all the days,
Yeah.
so you don't really have to worry about that. But I'll just pick a day that you feel like is good for you, good tasting, like you want to try, and then do that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say since my favorite food was the chicken corn dog, I would go back to the Clucked event again. But I liked the sliced event. They had good food too. But I would say I think the Clucked event had the best food, I think. Yeah. But for sure, just kind of like do what you think would be best. And maybe like the Clucked and sliced events are just like this year, like maybe next year they'll have like something else, like surf and turf or something like that, like different themes, you know?
The tasting tents is probably like their
Most universal. Yeah. So like the tasting tent is the biggest event. You get to try like majority, like all of the alcohol that is there, it was at the other events. So you're not missing out if you don't go to all of them, because a lot of the stuff is the same. They might be a little different, but like it's the same. So yeah, final synopsis, and thank you for watching the video where I'll do it again. I didn't see you. Thank you for watching our video, and we will see you in the next one.